Right then, boys and girls, I'm going to quickly explain to you the reason why I use a tight line, because it's something that I get asked all the time when I'm fishing. People message me, why you got such a tight line, why the bobbin's so tight. So I'm going to quickly tell you the reason why I use such a tight line is because of the helicopter rig. Because it's a self-hooking rig, that line needs to be tight so the fish has some resistance to pull against the line and the feeder to hook itself. You probably would catch me on a slack line, but the case of if it's tight to the line, the more chance you got it hooking first time properly in the bottom lip on a tight line than what you will have on a slack line. Now, I do use a slack line every now and again, or a semi-slack, when I'm in the margins with a lead system. Say if I'm fishing for some weary tench, or if I fancy fishing for a few carp, I just fish in the margins with a lead system, a boat rig system, and then I will fish a semi-slack line. But to be honest with you, a tight line when you got an helicopter rig is essential, in my opinion. You need that resistance, for when the fish comes and hooks itself. So, they are very tight. I mean, it doesn't take much just to get they're not unsensitive at all like them. They're on the minus setting on the Delkims, on a 3, because it's been quite windy. Well, last night I could hear alarms keep going off, and during yesterday because of the wind, where these don't really do it so much because the sensitivity is turned down on them. But the tight line situation, when I cast my rod out, obviously I let it hit the deck. As soon as it hit the deck, I put the rod under the water, let the line sink, and just gradually tease the line back until you can feel the feeder under the line. Put it on the rest, and just keep a bit of tension on the line, and any slack behind your line, I just turn the spool on the reel. So it's really, these are proper bowstring tight. They don't move. They're like that all night. So as soon as I get a fish, usually if it's a bream, you get a big drop back, and it lifts up very slowly. That's a fish. If I'm fishing for the tench on the same way, it tends to drop down really fast, and then it shoots up really fast, and then you get a run. Personally, that's how I like to fish it on the helicopter rig. Obviously if you're fishing with a boat rigger or just an inline lead of some sort, or an inline feeder, you can get away with a slacker line because the actual feeder or the lead acts as your bolt system. But with this, you need to have a tight line so the fish can have something to pull against. As soon as it pulls against the line and the feeder, boom, you've got it. And that's why I have such a tight line, for all you people who've been asking me. So I hope that clears things up. To be honest, I think it's the way I've always had tight lines, even if I'm fishing a boat rig system or not. I cast it out, I just thought I've always had a tight line. I think you get better sensitivity with a tight line, because as soon as something moves it, boom, there's something there, don't you? That's just my opinion on line. So there you are. Hope that's, like I say, cleared things up.